How's
I'm
everything going
good.
with
I'm
you?
good. I can't complain. I'm healthy. Health is wealth all the time. I'm fighting all the low vibrational people that's trying to, throw slander on the situation. But me and my family, my entire family, we rising to the occasion. We rising through all of the nonsense, if you will. And I hope to clear up a few things today with y'all, in my new hometown. I originally come from New York City, Brooklyn, bred and born.
A renting situation. It was more of a purchasing situation.
It was supposed to be a purchase
Yes.
situation. And then it, because of her absolute state and the people that were advising her that we're kind of battling now, it seems as though someone was trying to take advantage. But getting back to my son.
Finally, she triumphs. Wendy Williams, a well-known former talk show host and radio personality, will no longer have to pay alimony to her unfaithful ex-husband, Kevin Hunter. A New Jersey judge dismissed Hunter's petition for the former talk show host to continue her payments, which totaled $250,000 a month. According to court documents obtained exclusively by the U.S. Sun, Hunter's claim was based on his failure to handle his bill payments on time when his alimony payments ceased. According to Hunter, the inspections were suspended in February 2022, allegedly due to the host's health difficulties. But now that the judge has ruled, how will the disgraced serial cheater cope with his next-door settled baby mama? Let us investigate more.
Wendy Williams' ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, is demanding that the courts order Williams' guardian to resume his alimony payments after claiming that he can't pay his bills. He's struggling, y'all. He says he's facing foreclosure after Wendy was placed in a financial guardianship earlier this year. In his court filings, Kevin wrote, "I have fallen behind on most of my bills. I currently live in a community that requires payments to the homeowners association, and I'm behind on that bill. If the homeowners association fees are not paid, foreclosure will follow soon." That's very true. That almost happened to me once.
Kevin Hunter has to be the man who has degraded and embarrassed men. The former Wendy Williams show producer has been all over the place lamenting how he's broke and unable to exist without Wendy's support, the same Wendy he abandoned in her time of need. But the payback is always a bitch, isn't it? "I have fallen behind on most of my bills. I currently live in a community that requires payments to homeowners associations, and I'm behind on that bill," his file reads. The 50-year-old claims that his ex-wife's halted payments have significantly impacted his life, adding that he is also late on his auto insurance and credit card payments. "The fact that I am unable to sustain my life and pay my bills in order is extremely emergent to me," he laments. When choosing to reject Hunter's crisis, the judge seemed to have had a different perspective. Many supporters cheered Wendy's victory, advising Hunter to look for work instead of relying on his ex-income. "You did this woman wrong in front of the world. She suffered extreme health issues after announcing that divorce. SMH, go get a job." Sounds like something that's not Wendy's problem. #get a job. While this verdict relieves Wendy's financial account, Hunter may still take his case to mediation, where a mediator will be directed to accelerate a fair settlement between the two parties. The judge ordered Wendy and Hunter to participate in binding arbitration, often known as conflict resolution. According to the U.S. Sun, Wendy filed for divorce from her husband of 21 years in 2019 amid charges of adultery and cruelty. According to subsequent claims, Hunter fathered a child outside his marriage to Wendy with his presumed long-term mistress, Sharina Hudson.
This backwoods Barbie, he was tricking up money. She's in the passenger seat of my Rolls-Royce Ferrari, and
During a Hot Topic section on her critically praised daytime talk show, The Wendy Williams Show, the 58-year-old explained why she refused to address her divorce. "Everybody has things in their life that they're not ready to share with the world," she told the audience at the time. Kevin Hunter Jr., Wendy, and Hunter's 22-year-old son is their only child. The judge concluded that Hunter's alimony request was not emergent and dismissed it without prejudice, according to The Sun. In addition, the judge determined that Wendy would not be liable for Hunter's legal bills. That said, the crisis is completely done for, which means our guy is still financially crippled. Talk about jumping straight from the frying pan into the fire. Hunter initiated this lawsuit in November. According to the petition, the payments were unexpectedly halted in February 2022, about the same time Wendy's Wells Fargo account was frozen due to suspected financial exploitation, dementia, or improper influence.
Roomies, while our sis Wendy Williams continues on her healing journey, it seems like there may still be some residual troubles for those around her. Reports recently surfaced of her 22-year-old son being evicted from his $2 million apartment in Miami after he failed to pay $70,000 in rent. Here's all the information we have on that situation.
Wendy's ex-husband is not the only family member who appears to have been affected by her frozen bank account. Wendy's son, Kevin Hunter Jr., was reportedly sued for $70,000 in unpaid rent and evicted from his luxury apartment. apartment during the same bank freeze. Hunter Jr. received the official eviction summons in August of last year and reacted the same month by saying his mother paid a full year's rent upfront beginning in March 2021, with her intent being to purchase the apartment at the end of the lease. According to the 22-year-old, he signed the lease on her behalf at her request. Hunter then explained how his mother's health concerns impacted his capacity to pay rent. As the lease approached the end, my mom went through some health issues that put the court in control of her finances. He said, all of this happened suddenly and all of the financial support that she always gave me stopped, including my housing. Wendy claimed in a letter to the court in February 2022 that her bank, Wells Fargo, had denied her any access, whether online or otherwise, to her financial accounts, assets, and statements. Wendy's former financial advisor, Lori Schiller, advised Wendy that the radio star was of unsound mind, according to her pleadings. According to the bank's court documents, the funds were frozen because Wells Fargo has strong reason to believe that Williams is the victim of undue influence and financial exploitation. It didn't say who or what was exploiting or improperly influencing Wendy. However, it appears that they spared her from the clutches of gold-digging Hunter Sr., who was out to reap where he had not sown. Hunter Jr. stated, while explaining his lack of paying bills and presenting his father as reckless, I had to pause my education for a full academic year because of COVID and to care for my mom. Even though my name is on the lease, my mom was paying, and for medical and legal reasons, she has not been able to pay the rent for the past month since the one-year lease ended and the court has controlled her finances. Hunter stated that he has been back and forth between states checking on her mom's well-being, while her father is out there enjoying a clandestine connection for several months. He concludes the statement, which was filed on August 29, by indicating he had found a different temporary location to live and planned to leave the apartment within 7 days. Hunter Sr. will either find a job or suffer in peace now that the judge has ruled that Wendy owes him nothing. When Wendy announced the discontinuation of her decade-long show, Hunter was the one who fought the most. He knew from the start that if Wendy didn't help him, he'd wind up in the gutter. After 13 years in nationwide syndication, The Wendy Show aired its final episode on Friday, June 17, 2022. Wendy was not in the finale and has not been connected with the show named after her since she left in 2021 due to health difficulties. Wendy's ex-husband went out against the daytime talk show's production business when he recognized the show was in trouble. It is the first time in the history of talk shows for this to be done, especially for a show that has been on for more than 10 years. He recalled, Hunter was present to witness the show's conception and rise to fame over the last decade as a co-creator. According to him, seeing the show finish on such a depressing note and without the actual host was a precipitous fall from favor. I know the blood, sweat, and tears that went into making the show such a success, and I am not happy with the way the show is going out on a personal level. And I am truly sorry that the show's fans have to see it go down the way that it is, Hunter claimed. Hunter, who sued Deborah Mercury for wrongful termination in March 2022, claimed the production company showed a lack of professionalism throughout the process and in the way they are letting Wendy go. After 13 years, the show has been made a mockery the last 2 seasons, and the reasons the show is having its untimely demise will come out very soon. Hunter lamented, as it turns out, he was only concerned with his own interests and not those of others. Wendy's ex-husband also chastised the company for showing a lack of support both health-wise and in maintaining the integrity of something so precious that he and his ex-wife created and worked tirelessly and relentlessly on, almost to the point of exhaustion, to the point where they had to suffer all kinds of issues in their personal relationship for the sake of the business. He added, the way Deborah meticulously involved themselves in my personal life, they're one to divide and conquer so that they could have access to Wendy, and the practices they carried on with and the way they involved themselves in with me and my ex-wife is deplorable. Hunter has been battling tooth and nail since then to gain a fair share of Wendy's money so that he can raise his newly born child and girlfriend Sharina. But now that that option has been exhausted, what will Hunter's next move be? We'll have to wait and see. That's all for now. Till next time, bye.